Hi there and welcome back to It's Only Paper. I'm working in my mega Disney trip journal today. It's filling out quite nicely now. Haven't got masses in it yet, but we're definitely working there. So I've been inspired by these papers here that were sent to me by Paper Maze. I will show you them in a moment. Simple stories, what's cooking. So I knew I wanted to use them in this journal because the colours just go perfect. So I had a look through in my trip journal photos to see what kind of foodie stories I wanted to tell, and I've taken these fried chicken. Look at the size of that fried chicken. It was at Fort Wilderness. So we're going to be doing a fried chicken page today. So I think these photos will go really, really well. So I'll do this as ad gifted as these have been sent to me. The first page I've pulled out is this one here. Look at those colours, aren't they beautiful? And I've already decided I was going to do this. We're going to do quite a cutesy page, I think. I love the lace that's stapled on the side, so I'm thinking already that we're gonna do a bit of fussy cutting, add this one there, and then maybe some of the green on that side. I've got the back of it's kind of like a map actually. The other side is Disney Springs here, which is the map. This is just like the contents of what's on there, but the back we're not fussed with. We don't need tips and information, we don't need Disney transport, so we can cover that up. So I'm happy with that. Let's have a little look and see what else is here. This will be really nice in my recipe journal, so I might do a little bit of that as well. I quite like this one. I like the notes. What's on that? Ooh, that's pretty. Any of this that catches our eye? Maybe not. Oh, but I love that. That would be, again, they're really nice in my other journal. I like the houses. That reminds me a little bit of Disney. I think we're going to use a few of these bits. It's a really, really cute collection, isn't it? Got this one and this one. I just love the colours. Oh, look at that, the herringbone. I love it all so, so much. Oh, that one would be really perfect. It's so pretty. Let's lay down what I think I'm wanting to use. I think some of these will be quite nice, and I'm actually also thinking my friend Cliff made me Kentucky Derby pie. I might actually do, I haven't finished making my other Disney journal yet. I want to do a page with my pies and his recipe, so I'm going to save some of this for that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that as well. So right, I think it's going to be fussy cutting. Oh, I've also got these recipe cards as well that are also going to be amazing in my journal. I think I'm going to use these bits and pieces in quite a few different ways. Also, could you imagine writing out a recipe to a friend and gifting it in these cards? Aren't they nice? I'll leave a link to everything below, or a mini book. I was thinking about that as well. I could really imagine doing a mini book with these. So many ideas. Right, fussy cutting. Let's sort these photos out, cut them all and frame them, make them cute. Yeah, we're going to do a really cutesy page today. So I really hope you'll enjoy this, and let's get making that cutesy page. Aren't these papers beautiful? They are just so pretty. I was so drawn to these flowers, and so I thought I'd do a little bit of fussy cutting out and actually create like a pocket. So stick down the side bits, the straight bits, and then the bit I'm cutting around now I would leave free so that I could pop any bits in it. So this is the perfect way to make a pocket. It's so easy. I've literally cut around, and it doesn't have to be tidy cutting. Just cut around the outside, and then I'm going to turn it over and stick some tape on the two sides, leaving the fussy cut bit free, and that's all it takes to make a pocket. So you could do that with anything, any shape, any size. Just stick down the two sides or three sides if you want to stick it down on the third, but always leave the top bit free and you've got a very easy pocket. So I don't think I'm actually going to use it as a pocket, but it's there if I want to add a map or something like that. I think sometimes you can still create a very simple page, not go crazy, and it looks amazing. I'm not doing all the flips and all that on this page today. I really love the papers. I love the book page that I've used for the journal page. So I'm not going to overcomplicate things today. This is so easy if you are quite new to journaling or scrapbooking, or if you're doing a little bit like me, I tend to sort of like mix the two. I'm using the other side of the paper here, and again, don't make things difficult. I've just torn the edge here. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be like pristine. It's your page at the end of the day, and you can do whatever you want. I think that's a really healthy way to think about your creating. I know since trying to give up the perfections from when I was a scrapbooker, journaling has made it very, very easy for me, and I've really relaxed into it. And I would actually say I probably enjoy this so much more now, just the tearing, just popping bits wherever, and just realizing that it doesn't have to be perfect. And remembering the reason why I do that, and that is to document my stories. So I think if you can let go of perfectionism, you will actually probably enjoy yourself a whole lot more. I might be wrong. If you're a perfectionist and you enjoy that, then that's totally fine. We're all different at the end of the day, aren't we? But I think if you're new to this, if you can relax into it, it's a lot easier, and I think it takes a lot less time as well. I'm going to use these papers here. These are super easy to use. Again, this kind of thing is really good for beginners. Just cut things up, place it in where you want it to go. I kind of like call it like doing like a jigsaw, piecing it all together on your page. And again, not overthinking things. I think if I could give a beginner a tip, it would be not to overthink and just enjoy what you're doing. And it makes it a lot quicker, makes it a lot more enjoyable. I'm just placing my photos here. I decided to put this journal card sideways, and I will be doing my journaling sideways as well. And we don't have rules here, do we? If we want to journal sideways, we do. It just went better with my photos, so I decided to do that. I'm just placing these now underneath and just kind of like layering things out, working out where it looks best. And then I can tell my stories. I'm not journaling huge amounts on this page either, and I'm just being really relaxed with it, just using the little cards for just a few little notes here and there. I'm not overthinking this at all. I'm just having fun with it, and that's the main thing. I've torn this pink bit here just to go over the edge. I didn't quite have enough of the green to cover the whole page, so I needed something to cover it. So this works out absolutely perfect. And then I can just pop this card that I've cut in place. I love that contrast. That is so cool. But yeah, I think sometimes, like on this particular page, I didn't have too much to journal about, so I didn't want to leave myself a great big space for journaling, because then that can feel overwhelming and you can feel like you've got to fill that journal space. Whereas having little bits here and there, like using the journal cards, using that little pink bit there that I stuck sideways, that can feel quite nice because you've just got little bits, like literally a sentence or two at a time, and that definitely helps. Just adding a few stickers here and there as well. That's another thing. If you're left with a little bit of space after you've done your journaling, fill it with stickers or something like that. You can use stickers for a multitude of things. If you've made a mistake, if you need to cover something up, if like now I just want a few little embellishments, stickers are just the perfect thing for that. So I highly recommend using stickers to cover things up or to just fill spaces. They make such a difference, don't they? Great way to add a little bit of pop of colour as well. You can see this page really coming together now. It's come together so easily. I'm going to add this little ticket here. I do love a staple on a page. Really quick and easy. And I like having that contrast of the metal with the paper as well. I think that looks really cute. But yeah, this is a really quick and easy page today. It is coming together very quickly and very easily. All right, the next day, and I'm going to continue working on this page. I had an idea. I wanted to bring in some extra colour. I'm liking the darker pinks, and we do have this gorgeous spotty paper. So I have taken my chevron stamp. I do have these in stock and I will leave a link to them below. Just want to check the amount of times I've actually stamped on the reverse of something and then wished I hadn't. So always check your reverse side. Let's stamp on here and we're going to add a few chevrons. So I'm just gonna add these. This is such a handy way to, one, draw attention to something on your page, and two, add a really fun pop of colour. Now I'm gonna do a few extra because I love having bits and pieces on my little plate there on my desk. So quite often then, you know, when you think, oh, what do I need? And I'll reach over, have a little look there, and I will find the perfect little item waiting for me. So I've done a few. Also, not all of them are quite perfect, and that's absolutely fine, but I've given myself some choices here. So I'm going to cut these out. The ink is still going to be a little bit on the wet side. It smells amazing. I know, I say this every time. It smells of cherry bakewell tart. Is it supposed to smell like that? It's the only ink pad I know that just smells amazing. I swear none of the others have a scent to them. What is it in that smells like that? And now I just want to eat a cherry bakewell tart. Just smells so good. Right, so now you're going to see, oh, I'm going to need to change my camera battery, and we're going to like pop that on there, for example, and it just adds a battery. So yeah, I love that it adds that little pop of colour. I think these are going to be such a cute addition. And if you are new to journaling, creating that kind of thing, stamps are so handy, because they're not a one-time use. Stickers are amazing, love them. Might actually pop that there, but you obviously only get the one lot of use out of them. So stamps are brilliant for that, because you can just use them time and time again. So if you are new to this kind of thing, I really recommend you get yourself a few stamps and a black ink pad. It's a really good way to get started. How many of these should we do? Should we do 3? 3 is a good number. I like to work in odd numbers. Let's grab some of these little 3D foam dots just to add a little bit of height. Now I'm thinking actually about maybe tucking them underneath, or shall I, no, we'll tuck them underneath. I think that will be fun. I'm loving these colours. I get excited seeing this journal now really taking shape. It's it really excites me. There's quite a lot in this journal now. It's really coming together nicely. I still need to create my other Disney journal from the trip that we've just had. I've worked out exactly what I want to do. I know what papers I want to use. I've just got to make it. So it's just been so manic. I think the other thing is we've been back 3 weeks as I filmed this, which isn't long. But it just feels like we've been back forever. It feels like months that we were over in the States. So, and what with the move as well, it's just, life is crazy at the moment. There we go. I love those. That looks so cute. And I've got these, which I'm going to pop to one side. I've got a little box here that I keep next to my desk, and I'm sure they'll come in handy. another time. About adding this, it will be a really cute little flip there, but I've got nowhere to put it at the moment, and I'm really happy with how this page is looking. The other thing is I've obviously created a pocket here, but I haven't added anything in it, and that's absolutely fine. You don't have to go like full overload on everything. Sometimes I create pockets but don't use them as a pocket. They just look cute as they are. I think before I go any further, I am going to grab my pen and I am going to start journaling. I would like a title. I think I might find some stickers. I want best chicken or something like that. So I picked out some alphabets. I love the Doodlebug ones. They're just really, really handy, non-offensive alphabets. When I say non-offensive, it's not like they're too fancy, not like they're too chunky. They're just easy to use. I really like them, so I like having a good collection and then kind of mixing and matching. I think I'm going to go with, I've just been testing just to make sure I've got the ones I want, and I never completely stick them on. I only like stick them on half, just to make sure that they're going to fit. I hate that when they feel like proper solid down and then you need to like get the craft knife under them just to try and shift them. I have done that way too many times. And always check that you've got your alphabets, enough of them before you do it. That's the other good thing with mixing and matching. If you want to do different colours, you've got more chance of getting them done. Right, let's go back to front, I think. So I am calling this best chicken. This was seriously the best fried chicken we've ever had. We were going to go back and get it last time and we just ran out of time, but we were only in Disney for 6 days. But it is definitely on the hit list for next time. So best, and then I was going to use these. Look how pretty that colour is. I think this is my absolute most favourite colour. This minty colour. I love it so much. And these are also from Paper Maze. And I'm not actually checking to make sure it fits. And I haven't checked my alphabet stickers because I haven't actually used that many. Or at least I don't think I have. So are we going to be lucky? Best chicken. I do love an alphabet sticker though. And sometimes if I don't think they're going to stick very well, I do add a little bit of glue underneath, because I hate that. If ever I go back to a journal or a scrapbook, ages and ages later, I should have checked, I have run out of ends. Oh no. Right, I'm going to be able to use something else, I think. I've got some smaller ones. I didn't see the little ones. Oh, I think I would actually prefer the little ones. What was I just saying? This is why you should check beforehand. Yeah, I hate that when I look back over a scrapbook ages later and I'm missing stickers. It really bothers me. Right, let's stick these back in. I said you should always check, didn't I? And then we're going to have the smaller letters. I could even use the word fried. No, I'm just going to go bold. We're just going to go chicken. It's not even the best fried chicken. I'm going to say it's the best chicken. That is quite a brutal statement, isn't it? Where is, or firstly, do you like fried chicken? And if you do, what's the best fried chicken you've ever had? Or do you have a good recipe? Do you have any good recipe tips for doing good fried chicken? My grandma in the States, she used to boil hers in milk first, double dip it. So you dip it in, I think she used milk. Have I done this too high? I might just get away with it. And then dip it in your breadcrumbs and all that. And then, no, it's in your egg, isn't it? Sorry. So dip it in your, boil up the chicken breast first, so it's like boiled in milk. Dip it in the egg, dip it in the breadcrumb mix, and then double dip. So then dip it in the egg again, and then back in the breadcrumbs, and then fry. That's how she used to do hers. and hers was proper good fried chicken. I think for me, the factors for good fried chicken, these are the things that's important to me. It's got to be succulent chicken, not too dry. Also not greasy. I hate greasy fried chicken. And my big thing that I hate, which this one was amazing for, I hate it when you bite into a piece of fried chicken and all the coating comes off and you end up then just eating chicken. This chicken was so good. It was really, really crunchy, but the filling stayed, the coating stayed on it with each bite. That to me is really important. So yeah, it was really, really good and such good value as well, which I want to journal about. Oh look, this is so cute. I've just found this sticker. Where can I put this? Might pop that down there actually. Or do I put that up there? Let's pop that there. Almost adds sort of between the two there. Right. Yeah, I'm going to go away and journal my stories now. I also find, to keep things interesting, I like kind of like turning the page around. So I've got journaling this way, but I've also journaled this way. I might actually add some journal lines underneath, just to help them stand out. I was just doing it this way and that's what made me think of it. So I've got a little bit of space there. I'm going to add some very rough journal lines and I'm going to add a bit more journaling there. I think it just adds a little bit more interest, but don't be afraid to switch things up. I've written that way as well there. You could even do like sideways titles. You can get creative in other ways. I'm thinking I want to do something up there, but I don't know what, so I'm going to have a think about that as well. Decided at the very top of the branding strips, you've got some really cool colours. I am going to take these off with my ruler. I am left with that very nice edge there. I think that will look really cool. This little bit of, oh, do you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to grab some thread. This is really fun. This is a really cool way to add some texture to a page. Let's run some double-sided sticky tape on the back, and then we're going to wind around some thread. This is very easy to do, but it looks really effective. And then we'll tuck the end in underneath that fabric strip. So because we've already got the tape on the back, that's going to hold it into place really nicely. Look how cool that looks. And I am going to end with a bow on the end. There, that is so cool. Straighten it up a little bit. And we are going to pop that one end like that. And then I am going to tie a bow. Just doing little things like this are really quick and easy, very inexpensive. I had this thread just sat in a basket already, but it just adds a little bit of interest to a page. And then I am going to trim off the edge. And we are going to stick this strategically in place with some PVA glue to make it look like it's just landed there quite perfectly. So I've just got some regular PVA glue. Just ran into the kitchen for a skewer. That is the advantage of having my studio space next to the kitchen. I'm going to miss that, aren't I? My new space when we move house is going to be upstairs. I love now being able to just be creating, but be able to quickly put dinner on. It's so handy. That was always the advantage of having this room when the kids were little as well. I could be in and out doing bits and pieces because this is obviously where I work, but I could still sort of like be able to sort of watch the kids if they were doing homework or just be around basically. Right, that, oh, I need a little bit under there as well. There we go. So as you can see, that is stuck in place nicely. I really like that. I think that's turned out really well. I would quite like to add this little piece somewhere. We've got that tiny little bit left. I think I might just add that there. And shall I do the same? Let's do the same. I know it's a much smaller piece, but I like the idea of having it down the bottom here as well. I think that will look really sweet. But I know I usually do loads and loads of pockets and things. And I do love doing that kind of thing, but you don't always have to. I really wanted to add this story about going to get this fried chicken at Fort Wilderness. And I've done that today. So it was a really, really fun afternoon. So I'm glad I have added it to this trip journal. There we go, and I've made this one a little bit shorter, but I'm going to stick the pieces down in exactly the same way. I just need to remember to leave it to dry the glue because I don't want to close up the journal because my pages will stick together. This one looks really neat and tidy. Look how cool that looks. There, right, let's have a little think. Is there anything else I wish to add to this journal page? I don't think so. I think I'm quite happy. I might just have another look over the stickers. Could add another little heart there. I think I'm good actually. This has been a really, really fun page. Yeah, I'm just looking through. I don't think there's anything else that I wish to add. What's going to add doesn't get any better than this. I'm going to pop that at the top there. I really, really enjoyed this afternoon here. It was so much fun. So I'm glad I've now... Actually, the other thing as well, I was going to say I'm glad I've documented it. Never be afraid. Sorry, I've just realised I'm completely zoomed out. Or zoomed in, I should say. Never be afraid to cut the sticker in half. So I am going to add happy heart. And let's add a little heart there as well. There we go. I think this journal page is officially finished. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. Whoops. It's so pretty. And I've got one of our favourite afternoons of the trip documented. Thank you for watching. Don't be afraid to go simple sometimes. You don't have to do all the flips and folds, and they're really, really fun, but they do take up lots of time. Sometimes you can tell a story with just a few bits of paper and some stickers, and you can have just as much fun. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you're a beginner. Have you done much of this kind of thing before? Oh, I've just noticed there's a space up there. Let's add something there. I do this all the time. Here, look, we've got seconds, please. It just seemed wrong that that was ignored. There we go. I know that was from the other page. And no doubt we'll add something else on there. Actually, seconds, please may not go well with that page. So what else could we add? I've got a gather together. Yeah, let's add gather together. And then hopefully that will work well on there. Yeah, so don't be afraid to go simple. Main thing is, remember, it's about telling your stories. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's inspired you. Let me know if you are new to journaling, new to storytelling. Have you been doing it for absolutely years? Are you set in your ways? I want to hear all about you and where you're at right now with your journaling, your scrapbooking, your storytelling. I'd love to hear. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.